There are so many things that inspired us to do this game. It's hard to pinpoint just one. Alexandria is the capital of the empire. So Ptolemaic Egypt has been bigger than just Egypt before. Before the end of the reign of Cleopatra, for instance, it's also going to enlarge a little bit. So the frontiers are moving, the boundaries are moving. For instance, the region of Cyrene used to be Ptolemaic. It will have swifted to Roman presence just before the start of the game. So it's a boundary, it's a common boundary with Egypt, for instance. So it's changing, it's moving because of the political struggles that are happening. The opportunity here for the team to develop these cities like Alexandria and Memphis, which are totally disappeared today on the way that they were built or the way that they appeared during the Ptolemaic era, that's a great opportunity because we can recreate, we can rebuild from the ground. Memphis is almost totally disappeared today. We only have architectural reports, we have few ruins that still exist today, but everything is being interpreted. So we use a lot of artist work, we use a lot of the archaeologist and Egyptologist work to try to understand what these cities were. Let's say Memphis, it was a huge city that was built around the temple of Ptah. And everything was related to the temple, to the priests. It was really the center of the city. As much as Alexandria was really around the kingship, the pharaoh, Memphis was really around the priest life. And so for us, it's the work of recreating is to understand what people are doing, the way that they were related to these buildings, the way that it appeared physically in the universe. So looking obviously at archaeologists' report, but also working with this guy who's called Jean-Claude Golvin. So he's an Egyptologist, but also an artist. He became an artist in the time when digital didn't exist so much in the 1960s, 1950s. He did water paints. And so we work with that guy also today for the game. He did exclusive water paintings for us, where he recreated the city of Alexandria, the city of Memphis, really helping us to understand a little bit more all the information that we were getting from the archaeologists, from reports also. As a historian, that's like the best thing you want to do is recreate the Library of Alexandria. The hard part is that we don't know exactly what it looked like. So one of the inspiration is the Library of Ephesus, which is a library that has been found that they've tried to recreate. We found the information that the Library of Ephesus was actually inspired by the Library of Alexandria. And then when you go inside, well, you can just imagine what it was like the wonders that you could find there, because it was really the center of knowledge of all the Mediterranean basin. So mathematics, physics, medicine, you can find that when you go into the Library of Alexandria and when you play inside of it. When you look at these files, well, you're able to interact with that and get that knowledge and being like, okay, wow, this is an experience. Looking at all these scribes copying the files of papyrus from the era and understanding how much knowledge is being passed, like way before Wikipedia. I think fans will like the way we interpreted the Egyptian era. It's the same way we've been working with the previous games. It's being very intense and thorough in our research, understanding what are the important aspects of the game, of the era, and then making the right decision to create a game that's fun to play and also interesting for people who love history.